Yo, what's the deal? It's your player partner, Bobby WAJ, aka Bobby A. Jones. I wanted to mac in, I wanted to log on and just real briefly just offer my opinion about the current reparation situation that's coming out of California. I don't know if many of you all have been following it, but now they have come to the decision that they're going to put it on hold. So they're stopping the talks about reparation. Remember a while back, a few months back, probably about a year back, they were talking about allocating enough money to give every African American in California that can prove that they are descendants of those who were enslaved. I think $1 million or $1.5 million. Um, I never felt like that'd go through. As I have always said, and I will continue to say, the United States government, whether it's the local government, the city government, the United States of America has never did anything in favor of black people as a whole. Never. Even when they freed the slaves in the 1800s, right? 1860s. In the 1860s, when they freed the slaves, they knew that if they did not free the slaves, those slaves that they were considering docile and those slaves that they were considering innocuous or whatnot, they were being converted to take on a mind state of we got to get free. We can't continue to live under this oppression. We have to get free, right? So that's the only reason why they freed the slaves, because they was having back-to-back slave revolts. The slaves was rebelling. You know, the most notable slave revolution or rebellion in the United States of America or in America is that of Nat Turner. But it was other successful rebellions that was taking place here in America. So they said our biggest commodity is slaves and cotton, and the slaves picked the cotton. So we got to do something to appease them, but also keep them under our control. So we're going to create this false illusion that they're free. We're going to tell them they're free, but what we're going to do, we're going to put a whole lot of restrictions and prohibitions on them, and we're going to make their lives so hard um, that they're going to want to be under our control. They're going to come back to us and beg to be in bondage again, to be in servitude to us again, to be a disenfranchised race of people, right? And as you know, when they freed the slaves, a lot of slaves didn't want to leave the plantation because they didn't feel like they had the know it all on how to make it on their own. But those who took the initiative and left the slave plantation, they began to thrive and they began to build these communities and these cities and these towns and whatnot that had become more prominent than their white counterparts and whatnot. But I said that to say this. I digress. Forgive me. Like the big homie say, you gotta land. You gotta land. So let me land. So the United States government has never did anything for us as a whole to push us forward as a people. So when they were talking about reparations and giving all of us $1.5 million in California, mind you, this is in Cali. This is the reparation committee that's coming out of California. But one of the individuals that served on that board was an individual that was always voting in favor of these Democrats who create laws and bills that hinder us as a people. So I say, okay, they got this joker on that committee. I don't think this is gonna go right. And as I said, and as I predicted, it did not go right, right? But this is the thing, and this is how I feel. Instead of us getting hyped over reparations, which is them making amends for enslaving some of our ancestors, right? Them making amends for that. Every time America goes somewhere and they for lack of better words, F some stuff up, they always go back and they give that nation reparations. They did it to the Germans, they did it to the Japanese, they did it to everywhere where they when it caused confusion and conflict. But when it comes to us, they want to keep us under their thumb. They don't want to give us anything that can really be rooted in our liberation. So I know that this wasn't going to take place. I know it wasn't going to happen, especially at this point in time, right? So instead of us pushing and hoping for reparations, in my opinion, right? What we need to be pushing and hoping for is black unity. Because if we unify and we do better with circulating the black dollar and we do better with participating in group economics, we will be millionaires, multimillionaires in less than 2 years. So this is what I say to the Black Reparation Committee. Fuck you. fuck your reparation, fuck your handlers, and fuck the puppeteers that has the strings attached to y'all and moving y'all and have y'all acting a certain type of way. And that's why I always say, man, we can't allow those who oppose us, those who hate us, those who want to control us and rule us to come into our communities, right? Come amongst us and designate who's going to be our leaders, because they're going to come and they're going to get representatives from our communities who they can manipulate with that almighty dollar, with position and power. So now the people who we believe that had a heart for the people only has a heart for their personal interest and only has a heart for their improvement, and it's no longer about the people. So in a nutshell, that's what I got to say about reparations. Moving on to other hot topics, other trending topics that individuals all over the internet as well as YouTube has been discussing. And it's Kendrick Lamar in the Super Bowl. A lot of down south rappers and other rappers in the game, they feel offended that Lil Wayne is not headlining the Super Bowl, which is going to be held down there in Louisiana. And this is me as an individual. On this level with Lil Wayne and them pushing for Lil Wayne to headline and perform at the Super Bowl, I'm sorry, I gotta say fuck Lil Wayne. Fuck Lil Wayne, cuz it's weird now and he's on some other shit. He's not that relevant. He's not a hot topic. He's not a trending topic. Then you got Kendrick Lamar, who just defeated in a rap battle one of the biggest pop stars in the world. Kendrick Lamar has relevance. Kendrick Lamar still has significance in today's hip hop in its era, in its time right now. You don't really hear about Lil Wayne. Who's looking for Lil Wayne? What's the last hot album or what's the last hot song that Lil Wayne didn't drop? Wait, Lil Wayne ain't popping. So y'all can't get mad at that, man. If y'all really want to get mad, I know Juvenile has said something to the effect that he's not mad at the individuals that the NFL hired to coordinate these type of events and these musical performances and whatnot at the Super Bowl. He said he's mad at the NFL. We all should be mad at the NFL. We all should be unforgiving of the NFL when they did what they did to Colin Kaepernick. When they showed us that black lives don't matter and black players don't have any relevance in their organization, we should have still been mad at the NFL. We shouldn't even be watching the NFL. We should be working and focusing on our unity. And once we get together, then we create our own sports league. The reason why the NFL and the NBA and all these other sporting agencies and organizations is popping is because our participation, what we contribute to these organizations and these agencies and whatnot. When you take the black talent from it, when you take away the black athletes, it has no purpose. Who's going to watch an NBA game or an NFL game that's predominantly Caucasian or Hispanics? It's not going to be interesting. It's not going to have the same explosive. It's not going to have the same dynamics that it have when you see these black athletes out there competing. Ice Cube got the big three. We should be, if he's open to it, we should be looking for ways to support the big three and to buy into the big three and make the big three the big five, and we all support and turn that into our own league that we all can invest in. Brother Ice Cube's vision. That should be something that we should be focused on versus the NBA, the NFL, and all that. Like, man, you feel what I'm saying? Like, we got to start creating our own. It's crazy that we have value, but we devalue ourselves just to add value to other organizations and agencies and companies and corporations that don't give a FUCK about us. But they know that without us, their product won't sell. Their events won't sell tickets. They won't be able to market anything. They won't be able to capitalize. They won't be able to get money. If black people seeing us as melanated, carbonated individuals see the value that we have in ourselves and one another, and we stop participating in a game of charades. Hey, but I'm about to get my car hand washed and all this and all that, man. I got to get out of here and I got to get this paper, man. I got to make sure that my kids is cool and my responsibilities is taken care of and my T's is crossed and my I's is dotted and all this and all that. So I'm going to wrap with y'all a little bit later, man. To my folks that's tuned in right now, man, I appreciate y'all engagement. I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. And you know what I mean? Shit, it's up from here. Let's let it be up. You know what I mean? I think a lot of people has underestimated me and my capabilities. But that's the thing, man. You don't never want to underestimate Bobby A. Jones, because every time a person underestimate me, I come out with some dynamic. I come out with something crazy. I come out swinging, and I'm always the victor. You understand what I'm saying, man? All praise be to the Most High God, man. But this is coming from an individual that's highly favored, man. I got favored by the Most High God, man. And I don't be want to flaunt and strut and come off as being this and being pompous and pretentious and all that. I'm not that type of individual, right? But I see a lot of people, man, you know what I mean? They underestimated me. They underestimated me, you know what I mean? And when it be situations like that, man, like my kin folks was telling me, man, all you got to tell them is, man, go watch Imperial Dreams. Go watch my movie Imperial Dreams about my life that I also produced on. That's streaming on Google, the Google movie thing. It's streaming on the Apple movie thing. It's streaming on YouTube. The YouTube movies is streaming there. I got another movie that's on Hulu called The Year of the Everlasting Storm. My children and I, our segment is called Little Measures. You feel what I'm saying? So, just stay up, man. You feel what I'm saying? Get ready for more from Bobby WAJ, man. And it is what it is. It's up from here. You feel what I'm saying? I see what I see, and what I see is what I see, man. You feel me? But I'm about to get off this thing, man. I appreciate everybody that be macking in on your player partner. I love y'all. Thank y'all for the support, the continued support. Because even when I don't be uploading content as frequently as I should, y'all still mac in on me. And shout out to everybody that check on me, you know what I mean? They hit my line and they check on me, say, Bobby, yeah, what's up? What's going on and all that, man. I appreciate that, man. More content is coming, you know what I mean? I gotta be more creative to show these cats, man, that I'm a force to be reckoned with. Y'all step and be blessed, man. It's your player partner, Bobby WAJ. I'm gone.